Hello, welcome to my channel, Living in the Tennessee Bottoms. I'm Miss Libby, and today we're going to make something sweet. We've got grandkids coming over tonight, and I thought I'd make something sweet. I always make some kind of something sweet for them every time they come over. So today we're going to make some barely baked chocolate chip cookies. And these are amazing. You might ask me, why are these so different? Well, they start with 4 sticks of butter. And they're real rich cookies, but you can just make these up and put them in the freezer and just cook you a couple of them, and they're really good cookies. And you don't want to bake these very long, just enough for them to start browning on the edge. Well, I got 4 sticks of butter. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 sticks of butter. And let's see what else it calls for. It calls for 1 cup of sugar. And let's see. And 1 1/2 cup of brown sugar. These right here is a 2-cup measuring cup. But these right here are really, they're rich, but they're really good. I've been making chocolate chip cookies for a long time, but I've never put 4 sticks of butter in it. So I've tried this recipe, and it's really good. And yeah, I think everybody will like these cookies. But today it's kind of cloudy outside, and it's just barely sprinkling outside. Today it's really nice. It's an overcast, and today's a good day to be out in the garden and piddling in the garden. But yesterday I done some canning. I put up some green tomato relish yesterday, and about 6 quarts of spaghetti sauce. So I've been trying to stay on top of everything that's coming in. Okay, it calls for 3 fresh eggs. I know everybody don't have fresh eggs like we do, but it just calls for 3 eggs. So, but these right here came out of the hen house, and I just think it makes everything taste more richer and fresher. Okay, 3 eggs. These right here are good when you put them in the freezer, and like you got company coming over, or you need to take something to church for a meal, or you may want to go visit a friend and you need something to take to them. So it's just a good something to have in the freezer that you can just pop in the oven and bake and take it to a friend, or have an afternoon snack. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of vanilla in it. I'm just about getting low with my vanilla. I had just enough. I need to put that on my list to get. So it takes 4 sticks of butter, 2 1/2 cups of brown sugar, or light brown sugar, 1 cup of sugar, white sugar, 3 eggs, 2 tablespoons of vanilla, and 5 cups of self-rising flour. We're going to stir this up all real good. All right. Put 2 cups in it at a time. This right here is that's 2 cups. Stir that in a little bit. Yeah, you don't want to use no mixer when you're making these chocolate chip cookies. It's best to do it by hand. So just mix that flour in. That's 2 cups. And it makes a lot. These cookies, it makes a lot, so you won't have to be making them very often. So you'll have them in your freezer, and that'd be good to have. There is 4, and I need it's going to be 5 cups. It's ready to be 5 cups. Mix that up really good. You know, when I was growing up, my mother, she would make us cookies, but for some reason she always overcooked them. They was really hard. She was a really good cook, but when it came to baker, she wasn't a really big baker. So I try to get her to when she make her cookies, just not keep them in there and let them get brown. You just let your cookie brown around the edge, and then you pop them out of the oven, and it'll continue to cook after you bring them out of the oven. So that's your best kind of cookies, when they just get brown around the edge. So you mix all of this up together. Just about got it. Well, I thank everybody for all the good comments I've been getting on our channel, and y'all have been very sweet, and I just love hearing from y'all. So just keep commenting, and let me know when you make these dishes how you like them and everything. So I was needing something for dessert for tonight anyway, so I thought I'd make these and show y'all how I make these cookies. Okay, that's worked out really good. Okay, instead of using chocolate chips, we buy these big candy bars. This is dark chocolate. I buy the dark chocolate and the milk chocolate, and I have chopped these up. So when you bake them, they're gonna have like big chunks of chocolate in it. So that's really makes it good. Yeah, this right here will make a lot of cookies. So I got my dough all worked up. Next, I'm gonna put them on this cookie sheet, and then I'm gonna put them in the freezer and just let them get real cold before I put them in the oven. So you just put them in on the cookie sheet, and we're going to put them in the oven. And you bake these at 375 for about about 12 minutes. But you just have to keep an eye on them. Like I said, you don't want it to get overcooked. So, yeah, they make a whole lot of cookies. But the ones you freeze these for a little bit. You kind of flash freeze them, and then you're going to put them in a gallon Ziploc bag and keep them in your freezer. And anytime you want a cookie, you just get you some out, and you'll always have cookie dough on hand when you make this up, because it makes a lot. And these right here is going to be giant cookies. They're not going to be those little ones. So I'm going to go ahead and put my oven on 375 by 8 and let it start heating up. And chocolate chip cookies, they're my favorite of all cookies. I know y'all probably got y'all favorite cookies, but chocolate chip cookies has always been my favorite. Like I said, I have made just the regular chocolate chip cookies with the chocolate chips. And I have even put butterscotch chips in it, peanut butter chips. I mean, you can take a basic cookie dough recipe, and you can just throw anything you want in there. So sometimes I just kind of call it the loaded cookie, because you can put pecans in it, peanut butter chip, butterscotch, chocolate chip. The list goes on, and I even put that white chocolate mixed in with it. But today I'm just going to make this recipe right here. Okay, well, I've got it all on my pan, and I'm going to put these in the freezer, and then we're going to bake them and see how they turn out. I'll be right back. Okay, our cookies got done, so as you can tell, they're kind of brown around the edges. And whenever I make these big cookies, when I bring them out of the oven, I just flop them down. And when you do that, it kind of spreads them out a little bit. So, and another thing that over the years I have used is these cookie sheets they've got air inside of them. They're double, and they've got air in between it. So I think they're called air bake, if I'm not mistaken. So and I've always had one of these spatulas. They're wider than a regular spatula to get your cookies up. So after these right here cools off, they'll be just real chewy and just be really, really good. So I'm gonna let these cool on this cooling rack, and then with my cookies that I just got out of the freezer, I just put chocolate chip on here, and I'm just gonna freeze these. These are here already been froze, and I've had them in the freezer, and So I'm going to put this right here in the back in the freezer. So whenever we want to have chocolate chip cookies, we'll have them right on hand. So it makes a whole lot, and one cookie will fill you up. So they're really good cookies just to have on hand. So I got all these to put in the freezer. I was gonna let you know I did have some vanilla, but my sister, she goes on a cruise, and every time she goes on a cruise, when she goes to Mexico, she always buys me this vanilla. It's Mexican vanilla, and it's clear, and it just it gives it a different flavor. This right here it's real vanilla, but it just, I don't know why, but it's different than the vanilla they sell here. But I use this sometimes, but every time she goes on a cruise, she always bring me back a vanilla, because she knows I like to bake. Well, I hope y'all try this recipe. It's a really good dessert to have on hand. And if you don't mind, if you would like and subscribe and share this video, we sure do appreciate it. And I just hope and pray y'all have a good week. And we're going to try to put a video on every Thursday and every Saturday. So if you can, if you're not busy, just pop in and visit with us for a while. And I just pray y'all have a good week. God bless.